It is the Saturday wrap. The Saturday wrap from the second half of the year. Actually, the Saturday wrap for the 4th of July 2026, semi-live from Bedwas. If you haven't seen this before, this was my week. The heat, the rain, the odd beer or two, and AI. So let's get on with it. The Saturday wrap starts with the word or phrase of the week, and it is transfer window. Everything I have to do is related to the World Cup, the fantasy football on the World Cup, AI and the World Cup, leagues and the World Cup, pub extensions and the World Cup. Anyway, the transfer window is now open. Nearly ready for the last 16, and I'm going to come back to that because the app of the week is the FIFA app, which as far as I can see is basically a wrapper for the website, and the website is basically a wrapper for wall-to-wall advertisements and sponsors. It is okay. You can get a team there. It is a little bit of customization. But Lord forbid you if you're trying to edit your team name and such like. Okay, FIFA, you got far too much money, more than sense. Please fix your app, please fix your website, and get rid of hydration breaks. That's what we call half time. And the thing of the week, it's rather sad. When pets pass on, and I know in this week people have said you can't use the word pass, and it's all quite often pets are family. Quite often you have lots of memories of pets, but they do pass on. And it is a lesson to all of us that you have to enjoy your life while you still can, and all of those that are around you. And you look after them because, you know. Anyway, thoughts of the week: geography, or not knowing your geography, or only have a passing knowledge of geography. Something was said this week, and it was like, wow, really? And it's, I suspect I would have said so as well, but it's like, yeah, you really need to do your geography because, people, places, things, etc. But there you go. Anyway, moving on to the song of the week, and sometimes you just don't think of certain songs, and then someone will mention it, and you think, yeah, time and a place. The time was 1975. The place was, well, just after the oil crisis, to be perfectly honest. It's from an album called Richie Blackmore's Rainbow, and the track is Temple of the King, and it takes me back. And someone mentioned it, and I thought, yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, the late, great Ronnie James Dio. So, what of the week? Saturday, my little co-pilot of the guinea pig AI movies. I decided to start posting them to YouTube. I wouldn't say they've gone viral because they haven't, but it's like they're quite fun. They only last 11 seconds, and you have to do a quite long prompt, but it's fun. It's definitely fun. And also on Saturday, a 198 kilohertz longwave in Droitwich. And I think there's one in Scotland and one in Northern Ireland. They all closed down, so there is no longer any British longwave stations, which is kind of a shame. I had a soft spot for longwave, especially when I used to go abroad, because you could pick it up a long way from home. But there you go. Anyway, Sunday, all this hot weather, my skin just collapsed. I'd wake up with big pustules. It was horrible. It's okay now because it's got cooler, but I think it's just all the sweat and stuff, and I'm not really sure. But ugh. or it could be age, or both. And Monday, have you ever experienced a situation where you put something safe and you remember where you put it and then it wasn't there? And then it definitely wasn't there, and you no, it's not there, and then you look and it's somewhere else where you didn't think that you put it at all. It was one of those days, and waking up on Tuesday morning, iOS, iPad OS, Mac OS, AI influenced security patches. I think so. And also on Tuesday, it rained. It rained, and that was good because less watering can. Wednesday was the energy price cap change day. So I took the readings, put the readings up. I could only do one windmill of chance with Octopus. I don't know why, but there you go. And I won a quid, so that's a quid off my energy bill. Also Wednesday, England are through. Utter chaos. The main news headlines: England are through. And these are stations that are British stations. But, it's always kind of like that anyway. Thursday, 40 salad leaves from the garden. Red ones and green ones. Okay, just not just salad leaves, but yeah. It's good when you grow stuff in the garden and you eat it and it's like nice. Although, to be honest, salad leaves haven't got a great deal of taste, but apparently they're good for you. They should be, the amount of watering they've had anyway. Friday. Friday turned into Why Friday, where you think, why am I actually doing this? What's in it for me? Is this what I really want? One of those days where you just become incredibly reflective. Yeah, it was one of those days. Anyway, that was my week. And next week is getting very hot again. Yep. Anyway, Acorn. Are we allowed to say Acorn? Comments are welcome. Bye bye.